All right. What's going on? Glendon here, founder of Hustlers Kung Fu, all about making that money without a job. Today, we're going to talk about business models. There are so many ways to make money online. It is beyond comparable. There, excuse me. There's just so many ways. And this creates a big problem for many people who are trying to create online business models, because the big thing is, if you're confused, you're not going to do anything. If you are just uncertain, because confusion equates to being paralyzed, let's say analysis paralysis. Well, that's one thing. Well, I guess it's the same thing, but typically if you are not really dialed in into what you want to do, you could seriously waste a lot of time. So to help you with that, today is the last Friday before Christmas. So what I'm doing is offering 50% off on all of the courses at hustlerskungfulifeskills.com. This is how you get your 50% off. You go to hustlerskungfulifeskills.com. You find the course you want. Then you go to the second step, the links below, pay what the 50% is all, pay 50% of the course, and then email us at hustlerskungfu@gmail.com, and we'll hook you up with the course, set up your log in credentials and everything. So just let us know. And that'll be going on all day today, since it's the last Friday before Christmas. Now, let's jump into this business model thing. And we'll jump to the chat room real quick. Foy, good morning, Merry Christmas. What's up, Megan? Good morning. Prinz, Merry Christmas. Jelani, what's up? Shalise, what's up? You're cracking me up, Ronnie. Good morning. Good morning, mommy motivations. What's up, Phil Moore? Owning it. Don't know. Gary, what's up? All right, so let's get about the science online business models and talk about why people struggle. Everyone is on that path of becoming a specialist, or this general, not a generalist, but a specialist. You've got people who are doing Facebook funnels. You have people who do funnels. You have people who do Instagram. You have people who are Twitter specialists, and everyone's becoming a specialist. And this is the thing with social media. Without a good back end, it doesn't matter how much attention you get. I think we're past that point where if you build something, you get a lot of attention, some way you could figure out a way to monetize after you have built the attention. I'll take Casey Neistat. Dude, and this is my opinion, his whole thing from creating the channel, amping it up the way that he did, and creating Beam and selling the CNN for 25 million, I don't think it was an accident. I think the whole thing was a brilliant plan. Number one, he is a marketer and a filmmaker. And it's just interesting that he stopped blogging after he got that $25 million deal. Some other stuff, but he came up with a plan based around social media, and that's what he did. He created a lot of social media. He created a lot of buzz. He created a lot of traffic, and then CNN bought that intellectual property. That was a business plan. He had a plan for monetization before he even set all this up. My opinion only. Now, with the changing landscape of the internet, you have a bunch of people who are trying to get in on what doesn't exist, just getting a bunch of Twitter followers. Twitter was one of the first ones to go. I talked to a lot of people who pretty much said Twitter was at the bottom, I think the top of their funnel, the bottom, the top. It just really didn't matter. And I've been hearing this for 3 or 4 years. Instagram, if you sell a physical product or you're really good with imagery, is still a winner. But the thing is, you've had people who set up Instagram accounts, they got a lot of followers. Then, someone sent me a link. It's like, hey, I will promote your channel on my Instagram. And, he didn't put any details. I may do it, I may not. But that's also a very iffy business model as well, because you have an Instagram account, you can only do so many promotions. I mean, that's really it. You can only do so many promotions. So Instagram is still good, but these things are what's called influencer models: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube to a degree, Facebook, where you build this huge following, and everybody's behind you. And then you could go to quote brands, or you want to go to sponsors or people who will run advertising on your channel or your Instagram or whatever you're doing. But part of that is getting harder and harder, because everyone's trying to go to what I call passive income business models, where essentially you don't really do much, but you continue to make money over and over and over again. And I can tell you, as someone who currently has passive income, who've built massive passive income, it is hard to build, it's hard to keep, it is hard to maintain. It just keeps changing on you. Whereas hustled, earned, active income is so much different and so much more reliable. And it's just one of the craziest things. I mean, we got a lot of folks coming in here. We're talking about this online, the science. And part of it is many people don't understand just how many ways there are to make money online. It's just not one way. It's literally hundreds of ways to make money. You can make money with niche websites. You can make money with Etsy, making your own products. You can make money with shopping. You can make money with doing surveys. But the thing is, even though there are hundreds of ways to make money online, that's all they do. They make money. A $5 here, $50 here, which is cool if you can get it, but it's not the same as making enough money. And one of the things I predicate, and I give you language to use, is livable income. Taking surveys, being an influencer, having a YouTube channel, even if you have 1 million subscribers, frequently does not lead to livable income. It just doesn't. In most cities, and livable income's about, in my opinion, $4,000 to $5,000 a month. No, you're not getting rich, but $4,000 to $5,000 a month in most places outside of California and Los Angeles, you can live. You can have a decent place to stay. You can have a decent ride, and you can have enough money where you're not working a part-time job, so you can use your intellectual equity to build something else. So that's my goal. That's my definition of livable income. And it gets to be really interesting. Now we got folks here, and this is interesting. Let's see. Let me jump up. We got we got folks changing names. I know the faces. AKW Beats. What's up, Gerald? What's up, Ace, Monica, John, Cheatable, Leroy, Diana, Fillmore. Hey, I want to know how you figure out the price point. I can't go into that one. That's a week-long conversation. There's so many things that goes into a price point. What's up, Saxy? 50% of my traffic's coming from Instagram, AKW Beats. Instagram is still, Facebook bottom, but right now they're still a beast. What's up, Roosevelt? Merry Christmas. What percentage of your business do you outsource? What do you mean? I don't outsource nothing. I do no outsourcing. Okay, let's that's actually a good place to start off with the science of online business models. Here's the thing. Go ahead and create an online business. You get your blog or a podcast, and what you hear from all of the smart minds is you go out and you don't do shit. You get a VA. Now, I've tried VAs. I don't like them. I know you're not supposed to say that. I don't like them because part of the reason is I had a business where I had to hire real employees, and I should say VAs are real employees, I hire people, so I'm more comfortable with that. Plus, for what I do, I need to have, we need to be able to have some FaceTime. We need to be able to connect, because if you're doing technical stuff, you've got someone who's doing SEO for you. You got someone who's doing paid traffic. You can outsource that and maybe not even meet the person. That's very possible. But when you're building other kind of businesses and you want to create a culture, that's just not going to work. And typically, and this is where it becomes real interesting, the reason you can outsource is because these other economies don't have decent pay wages, and everybody's trying to come over to America. But this only works if you're just doing purely internet stuff. Typically, if you're going to scale up, you're going to have to hire some real people, and I'm talking about real salary. So where I don't outsource anything. And I've had people, it's like someone was trying to get me to outsource the editing of my videos. And I knew that there was things going on with YouTube, so I didn't do it. And I'm glad I didn't do it, because the person wanted me to sign a contract. But outsourcing before you develop core competency, I think is a bad idea. And that's why a lot of people are struggling. Because it's like, I'm going to outsource, let's just get this one thing straight. And this is the number one reason that so many people do not make money online. There's this false assumption that it's going to be way easier than it really is. And if it's not that easy or seamless, or somehow, people get, it's a scam, it didn't work. If you're going to make livable income online legitimately, and once again, typically, especially at the beginning, you're going to work your ass off. You may get it to a point where you're not working that hard because it's built and you've got systems in place. You could probably do 60 to 100 G's with that. But once you start scaling up to 200, 300, 400, 500, 7 figures, that's not going to be the case. And we got more people coming in here. So just saying, everything I'm doing, I'll give you the whole workflow for the last 6 weeks. No, I think it's just 8 weeks, because I don't know. I have to look and see how long I've been doing these live streams. I have started Hustlers Kung Fu over. I've gotten rid of stuff. I'm still getting rid of stuff. And the only thing that I'm doing, if you're on the email list, you will notice that the only thing you get is, hey, this live stream happens here. This is it. This is the only thing I'm doing. So there are not a lot of moving parts. So I don't really have a lot of stuff going on in turn what I would need to outsource. I've got help on some other projects, but 1 to 2 live streams a day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 or 7, just depends on how it feels, but typically 1 live stream. And then I'm working on a lot of research. That's kind of what I got going on. There isn't all of this stuff, because a lot of stuff like my Kindle income, which I really don't talk about, it's done. I wrote the books and I get a little check from them. I get a check here from YouTube, direct deposit. And then I have the Gumroad, when people buy the Gumroad stuff, like I said. So there's the Kindle money, there's the YouTube AdSense money, there's the money from Gumroad, there's the money from consulting, and money for courses. So right now there are like 5 income streams. And if I wasn't doing the research and creating new courses, I could probably work 3 hours a day. But here's the thing. And in 2011-ish, started late 2010, but I say 2010, into 2010, 11, 12, 13, I really didn't work that much. But when you do not push the gas, the vehicle will slow down. I don't care how fast you're going. You'd be doing 200 miles an hour, and you start pushing the gas. At some point, that vehicle is going to slow down. And that's what happens. So you have this, like I said, that massive passive income. The vehicle slowed down, and I could just see it every month. It's just doing this. So That's why when I hear all the stuff about this passive income and you're this certain lifestyle, I just know that it's doable, but it's hard to maintain. Let's see. What's up, Douglas? What's up, Elder? What's up, Lighthouse? Going through this. We got all kinds of stuff going on here. Can I run hair and skin? What's up? Lamode, Merry Christmas. Patches. Greg Williams, morning. Happy holidays. Shalise, keep everything in house. Have a standard operating procedure. Fillmore. Add more value to the market and market reward. Business summed up in one statement. Yeah, pretty much. You know, if you're not giving people what they want, they're not going to give you what you want. So a big thing is with making money online is everybody's kind of moving towards the what's hot. You'll have someone who was a life coach and then they're kind of doing this thing, then they're kind of doing this thing, they're kind of doing this thing because what they were doing wasn't working, or this other thing was supposed to work much better. So they'll move to something else. What the big thing right now is internet marketing. Anyone who is halfway decent with Facebook ads can make money serving other people. I know one person who only has 5 clients, but each client pays 50 G's. I'm not 50, 10 grand a month. 10 grand a month, each client, 5 clients. So, you know, that's $600,000 a year business working with 5 people because they're really good at Facebook ads. They're very good in a very certain niche. That's what I mean. There's like hundreds of ways to make money, but you've got to you have to commit to something to start building something. And a lot of people are afraid of making the wrong decision, so they never really commit to anything. And that's why when they look at systems, that's why they're more appealing, because it reduces the level of thought required. You can make a lot of money using these systems, but you're not going to get wealthy using these systems. And the reason why is the system itself. The better the system, the faster it's going to become obsolete. The better the system, the faster it's going to become obsolete. If there are no modules where you have to critically think and do stuff, you know, the harder a course is, the longer the information is more valuable because less people will really be able to push through to it. So from a business standpoint, you want a really good system that people grasp, they can make money, but know that over time, the ability to make money with that system, it's also going to degrade because your information is going to seep out through these Facebook groups. They're going to seep out in comment sections, and it's real interesting dynamic when you look at it. CJ, I want to create a course to help local businesses use Facebook, Instagram ads to bring in sales and awareness. I have done it in my business and helped 8 locals, and we've had any success. Any ideas on audience building? You see those storefront preachers? You'll go somewhere, maybe you're walking or you're out to dinner, and you'll see this little hole in the wall, and there's the guy. I don't have a Bible on it. Let's see. He's got the Bible and he's getting those 4 or 5 people whipped in the frenzy, right? Then a few months later, there's like 8 people, not 20, but 8. So there was 4, there was 8. And then a year later, there's like a group of 30 and they're all friends and they're real tight. Then 2 years later, he's got the mega church down the road. That's audience building. Start with what you have, where you are, and build. Many people want to leap to 50 to 100 to, what's the word? 2,000-3,000 people just like that. I have a friend who created a live event. I went to the live event. It was 50 people there. And I know for a fact that he comped a lot of tickets. So he may have only made cost. He may even lost some money. Then the next year he did it, and there was 250 people. And then the next year he did it, there was 1,000 people. So with audience building, the beginning is when you're going to take it on the chin. You're not going to make the money, but without the beginning, there is no middle, and without the middle, there's no end. So audience building, like, okay, let's, like what I said here, I've restarted my business. I've started like all over. There's what, 182 people, 187 on the email list. However, when I send out an email, nobody unsubscribes because they want to be there. So I'm building a better audience, and just going like what I was saying to you, it's going to take time. You want to get local business owners, you need to do stuff that people don't want to do. You can have a meet and greet at your shop, and what you have to do to make sure people come is you spring for the donuts, or you actually spring for a nice breakfast spread or a lunch spread. You actually spend maybe 120 bucks where people can come in and get some free food. That's audience building, because especially physical businesses are not going to disappear in our lifetime. I know everyone's saying the internet's eating the world and software is eating the world and technology is eating the world, but physical businesses, grocery stores, department stores, they're not going to disappear in our lifetime. So if you want to sell to other business owners, you need to speak to them where they are. Not because here's HubSpot. They get a lot of their big time clients through local meetups, because here's the thing, people with decision-making power, money, they don't be dropping 50 grand for a CRM solution online. They're going to need someone to talk to them. So that's just kind of my thing, you know, that's the whole thing that you have to do, because this is, you know, going to CJ's question, I am building a new audience. Matter of fact, I'll show you some stuff in a minute. Collabs, how to learn Facebook ads. Okay, I'm gonna do two things right here. I'm gonna give you, I don't know this guy at all, but I like how he presents himself. Oh, he's already here. All right, so let's go to the, does this part work here? Yes, it works. All right. So this guy for your Facebook ads. He speaks pretty plain, straight English. I've not taken this course. When I get to that point, I probably will. But from all of the bullshit I've heard, this is probably the best source for Facebook ads. You know, just go to his podcast, The Art of Paid Traffic, and check him out. All right, so let's go here, and I'm gonna show you how long this stuff takes. All right. Now, these are my related channels. Project Life Mastery, How to Find Your Passion, Gary Vaynerchuk, Boyce Watkins, Valuetainment, Evan Carmichael, okay? We go back a few months. All of this was people that didn't have anything to do with business, nothing. I was sitting there like, how the fuck are we related? And then I began to study and realize that this is generated not by my channel, it's generated by the audience of my channel. So essentially what YouTube does, if X amount of people are watching the same channels, this is what's come up in your related channels. And it can be very, very harmful if you don't have a good message. So, because right now, all of these guys are talking about business. Every last one of them is talking about business. So it works. So if I'm getting people from that audience and they come to my channel, it's going to be a better ride. So this is, I mean, it's taken me 90 days. 90 days to get out of that hellhole. And well, there's so much more work to be done. So typically, that's another thing with the science of online business models, is people think it's going to be so much faster than it really is. I started this process in August. Here it is, December, 5 months in, and there's still a lot of work to go. So audience building and things like that is big. FB ads, seems like they were throwing money away. Do they work? If you don't know what you're doing with Facebook ads, it is throwing money away. It really is. I mean, you have to know what you're doing, and Facebook ads are just going to become more competitive each day that passes. Collabs, what's the best internet asset to have? A website, email list, or personal brand? Email list. That's the only thing you own online. That's pretty much it. Philma, what do you think about an Amazon's Go store? That kind of fits into what I just said. Physical stores are not going to disappear in our lifestyle. There's many things that still are you're going to go for a physical store. Let's say you have a cold, or your kid is achy. You can't wait on Amazon to deliver that. You're going to go get your cold medicine from the drugstore right now. That's why drugstores are open 24 hours. So that's not changing. When we get to the point where you could like need NyQuil and they've got like 24-hour round the clock delivery, okay, that'll work. But until then, you're gonna put your robe on, you're gonna go to the drugstore and get Johnny's little cold medicine. I mean, that's not going nowhere no time soon. My orchards have seemed to have seen them horticulture events to meet other orchard expert growers face to face. Yeah, I mean, if you go ahead and take a year, create a meetup.com group, and you make it very different from other meetup.com groups, it will grow really crazy. But it's like running a business. It's very much like running a business. I think Amazon Grocery Store would be the iPod, the Apple. Could be. Which question was that, Leroy? And while y'all get those questions together, I'm going to put this in here again. For those who are just joining, today is the last Friday before Christmas, and I'm doing a 50% off sale at hustlerskungfulifeskills.com. Go to hustlerskungfulifeskills.com, find the course you want, then come back here to step 2, pay 50% of that price, then email us at hustlerskungfu@gmail.com, and we will hook you up with login credentials. So that's the sale. Merry Christmas. So what else? Okay. I did all that and there's still nothing in the feed. But yeah, audience building is really, really important. Now, if you're doing an influencer model, and this is the thing, if you know the right people, if you're connected, you can grow a YouTube channel very quickly, become an influencer, and make a lot of influencer money, which is through affiliate marketing, Amazon, which is through sponsorship deals. I know someone that got 50 grand from Audible for his channel. Just a lot of stuff that you can do. There's so many things out there, but the thing is, you got to build a congruent channel. Kind of going back to what I was saying about my related channels. My channel was just drawing so many people because you'll see people come in and they'll try to take the conversation to their left, or they'll try to take it to the right, and then the message gets lost, and it's just really bad. So I've been really working on that, and it's been paying off. I found your channel when I was searching the keyword hustling. Oh, it's real interesting. It took a minute for me to connect all the dots, but once again, going back to CJ's question of building an audience, I've done this several times. And this is the thing, and partly for me, because I understand business things, I call it the ugly girl syndrome. It's really bad, but if you're not really that attractive, it doesn't behoove you to put out as much as a girl who is like really pretty, because we as a society have come to a new place. A girl who's really attractive can be a porn star and get married quicker than a girl who has saved it for marriage. At no point in history have we been here before. So essentially, I'm the ugly chick, right? Since I know that my opportunities are more special, I can't just put out for everybody. So I have to be really, really diligent. And that's why I've been able to make a lot of money with a very small audience, because I'm not playing the pretty girl game, knowing I'm not the pretty girl. And that's what a lot of internet marketers do. They try to act like they're the pretty girl when nobody knows who you are, Bobby Joe. No one cares about your website, and no one cares about you. They care about what you can do for them. And until you prove you can do something, they're still not going to care. So you're not the pretty girl that can pick, choose, and refuse. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. It takes It takes time to establish authority, anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. And I know that's like a wide range, but I've seen it. If you can put out a massive amount of content in 6 months in the right channels, you can become an authority very quickly. But typically it takes most people about 2 years. Let's see. All right, cool, Kenner. I know who the pretty girl is. That's funny. But typically, with starting an online business, a lot of things have happening. There's someone who is talking about a t-shirt business. All right, let me tell you how to start a t-shirt business. Here's the math. Typically, if you don't have any money, you can't start the Facebook, Teespring thing. You can do quote Amazon merch, and you can find an affinity group, an audience that likes that stuff, and create shirts for them. I am moving away from that stuff because what I want to do is take people to livable income. And this is something that I've noticed because I've been doing a lot of research this week, watching a lot of videos and stuff. I'm seeing people recommend people start disposable business models. You're getting people who are not like, let's talk about Amazon FBA and merch. Follow the trends. Go to Google Trends, look what's the hot trend, create a product or a service. And don't get me wrong, you can make a lot of money doing this, but you have a disposable business model, which means when that trend is over, bam, or you go and get this hot toy after all those sellers realize this is hot, bam. So you're always in that mode of hunting for the next big thing. Whereas if you build a brand, which is slower and the money's not as fast, no, it's not. You build a brand, you build a authority in a certain area, and you do it year after year after year. What's going to happen is, you know, in the beginning, it's going to be like rough. It's going to be like, then year 2, bam. Then year 3, bam, 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 bam. So right now you're putting in that sweat equity that's just not going to pay off as fast as you want. But when it pays off, you don't have to keep reinventing yourself. You don't have to keep reinventing your business model. You don't have to keep chasing all of these hot products. I'm telling you, you know, these people have disposable business models. That's why a lot of them have been freaking out. Elisa, when I first came to your channel years ago, I didn't want to like you because I wasn't your target, but you were so funny. You made so much sense that I had to stick around. Glad I did. It's funny. I have many stories of guys watching my channel with their girlfriends, and their girlfriend was like, I don't like this guy. I'm like your uncle that will get you in trouble. Fillmore, it's crazy how many jobs are disappearing. I read an article that stated even doctors, lawyers, and accountants will be displaced. It's already happening. It's been happening for doctors for years. It's called a physical assistant, PA, physical assistant. What's the other one? Nurse practitioner. You get one nurse practitioner, you get like 5 practitioners and pay them what you used to pay one doctor. It's already happening. It's going to keep happening. And one of the things that is not going to disappear is people who are creative, people who solve problems. As long as you can sell some stuff and you can solve problems, you're just not going to be outsourced. But I put in maybe 50 years, that could change. That could really, really change. So it's really interesting. But typically with these disposable online business models, because, you know, there's people, I'm not going to say their name, you see them every year, they're doing something different. Now, I rode the storage auction pony, giddy up, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. And then I saw, because I knew it was going to expire. I knew the storage auction thing wasn't going to go on forever because shit's hard work. So honestly, I was surprised it lasted as long as it did. So I had to start some new stuff. So now I'm at this place of, you know, this channel, we're going to just talk about how to make more, how to make money without a job. Any subject with how to make money without a job, we'll do that. And then some other channels are going to be very, very focused on other stuff. But what I want to do is push people toward livable income. Let's see what we got here. There are doctors who also have a membership program, a yearly wellness program. There's boutique doctors, such as dermatologists who don't take insurance. They take straight cash. There's a lot going on, a lot. It just depends on your skill sets and what you can do. But if your country would keep them paying them privately to keep them in place, I don't know. Are you talking to me or someone else in this thread? Because sometimes I have to be careful because y'all have some of the most interesting conversations in these threads. Y'all be going off. It'd be very, very interesting. And let's see. Because the thing is, like, all right, let's talk about the stream. There's some people who come here every day. This is storefront preaching. And you know, I'm grateful for everybody that shows up, but you know, you'll get someone who has hustler pornitis, where if someone's got a stream and they don't have like 5,000 people on the stream, they ain't doing shit. These are people who are very, very much impressed by anything that's shiny things, metrics and stuff. And right now, you know, this is where we are. But see, I started this a few weeks ago. It was like 20 people. It was like 20 people. And then it moved up to kind of like 30. And now it's kind of hanging at 40 something to 50 something. And some days it'll spike up to 80. But this time next year, we can have thousands. But the thing is, without me going through this and having all of the hustler porn, people go like, you don't have a lot of people on your stream, man. I thought you were a legend. Oh, well, I'm gone. There are many people make their decisions based upon appearance, which is why online is so easy for folks to get scammed. The folks who don't want to be scammed are the ones who are easily scammed because they don't look for substance. They look for quick profits. They look for ease of making money. You know, it's really crazy. Glendon, would live streaming help service businesses who need to do live streaming? No. Here's the thing. Okay, if you got a service business, let's say you clean carpets. What kind of show can you have about carpet cleaning? You could maybe have a blog. There's some businesses that just aren't going to lend themselves unless you want to be the trainer of people in those businesses. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. So there's a lot of business models because, you know, I know people say that, you know, video can help every business. Commercial, if you're talking about that, but every business doesn't need a YouTube channel. Every business, a YouTube channel is not going to help you. I know I'm not supposed to say stuff like that, but this just really depends. Now, if going to Leroy, if you owned a beauty salon and you wanted to like film customers coming in, it's like, hey, this is Flo at Flo's Boutique, and today we're going to do Ann's hair in this style and show cutting and stuff like that and have some great editing. That's going to make great video because a lot of women would watch that. A lot of dudes will watch that, and then she would get a lot of business by showing her expertise in friendly manner. But like, you clean carpets? No. You run an insurance company? No, it's just not going to work. What's up, Irvin? Can y'all see the title, The Science of Online Business Models? So many ways. Let me make sure. Yeah. To make money. Yeah, it's there. I was sitting there like, did I not put that there? I could see it. Bissell Steam Cleaner. But see, that was a commercial. That wasn't a YouTube channel. Like I said, a commercial. Yeah, a commercial can help you, but a YouTube channel where you're uploading content every day, streaming every day, ain't gonna help you. So yeah, commercial, but a YouTube channel. James, I love what you're doing. The Ultimate Pep Talk Strategy Planning Session. Now, I see a lot of people who come online and spending a lot of money on courses, which aren't bad, but without traffic, I don't care what you do. I don't care how much time you put into your business model. I don't care how much time you put in your courses. It's not going to sell. And that's what I see a lot of people, I've been in groups where people had dropped a lot of money, right, on stuff, and then they'd like give up because you can have traffic and sell a shitty product than someone who has an excellent top shelf product who doesn't know how to market. Let's take Facebook. He didn't think of Facebook. He stole the idea, but he knew how to market it, right? DOS, Bill Gates got that from someone else. He knew how to market. Jobs got that from someone else. He knew how to market. You see this over and over and over again. Learning sales training, sales tips is hands down one of the best things you can do for your business, learning how to market, because that is, in my opinion, the weak part of a lot of the stuff I see with online businesses. Because let's say you're selling physical products, you create a website. How are you going to get traffic to that website? That should be your first question. Not, I'm going to build this website, I'm going to have this palette, and we're going to have mauve over here, and then we're going to have like the eyeshadow over here. No. You can have a bullshit looking website and drive a lot of traffic there and make money versus this beatific website that is perfect. The color coordination is on point. Your heat map is popping up when people come, but there's a problem. Not too many people are coming to your damn website. So marketing, driving traffic are hands down the best things that you need to learn how to do if you want to make money online. That's it. UrbanPackRat.com was not a professionally built website. It looked like crap. It crashed. I had all kinds of issues with it. And I made money because I was driving a lot of traffic to it. I had friends who had better websites, who had spent more money, and they were losing their ass. Here's a good parallel in real life. And if you are a single guy and you've got the courage to do it, go out this month and talk to 20 women and just be no game. Just be like, hey, I'm looking to hang out with somebody, spend some time. Just none of this whole like, how are you? Your hair is pretty. Just like, bam, straight what you want. 20. I guarantee you, if you do that to 20, you won't even get to 20 before you get what you want. You will not get to 20. And I talked about this in another stream. Average dude approaches 3 to maybe 3 to 5 women in a year. And a lot of people don't approach that many because they're hooked up by friends and family. By you learning how to become a marketer and learning how to push your agenda by taking action, your results are going to be so much different. They will be. Nope, online does not count. This is a show that this show is just what I need. Does online count? All right, here's the thing with online stuff. And let's talk about the misconceptions of making money online, dating online. I don't know who here remembers the 90s, but typically before, I think the first online dating site was Match.com. Plenty of Fish came later. In the old days, this is what you had to do. You had to go out, and if you saw someone, you had to go, hey, I was over there and I was just looking at you, and you're so pretty. And you had to go out and start talking and get a number and bounce. And then you had to do content marketing, right? Hey, how you doing tonight? What's going on? How was your day? Building the relationship, go to a few dates, and then you got to smash. So the old school dating model very much works with selling products, selling information, getting ass. I'm laughing up because I'm like, I never really thought about it like that, but that's really old school dating, which was called courtship, and wooing, which was 1, getting attention, 2, building the relationship. 3, closing the deal, whatever the deal was. Was that sex, relationship status, or even marriage? It's the same procedure. And I'm laughing because I'm just sitting there like, oh man, that was just funny. Born in the 90s. Black Planet, baby. I was Black Planet member 50,001. I remember those days. Ronnie, I'm doing HVAC, about to make maybe 70 G's the second year. It's not something I want to keep doing. My wife and 3 kids think I should get into sales. Maybe I can do more. Any advice? This is what you do. I'm going to tell you how to make a lot of money real quick, and I'm going to tell you how to make a lot of money real long. All right. You become an HVAC sales trainer. First thing you do is you teach yourself all the ways that you can crush your sales goals. You be this salesman selling, making 500,000 a year doing sales. You learn how to do that, then you can create Ronnie's Sales Training Academy and travel around the country and talk to HVAC business owners. It's like, hey, I can teach you how to make an extra $1 million this year. My fee is $50,000 for the training course, and I get a 5% royalty on new money earned. If you do that, you can make a lot of money. Because see, this is the whole point. This is why so many people, and I really see it with this holiday season, people want to sit down because they want to sit down. Someone that posted on their Facebook page the other day, would you rather have a business that makes $2 million a year, but you work 50 hours a week and you make $250,000 personal income? Or would you rather have a business where you make $75,000 a year, but you only work 20 hours a week? Most of the people went with the 75 G's. And I just sat there and I didn't mess up the thread because I was just sitting here. These low expectation having motherfuckers, these motherfuckers with no ambition. Do you understand that 75 G's is not a lot of money after taxes? I mean, seriously, it's like a little bit over $3 grand a month. And then I saw people, it's like, well, that's all you need, get you a nice place to live, just a car. And I was just sitting there like, oh my God, wake me up. Do I need to click my heels together so I can get back to Kansas? But so many people are looking to make money so they can, quote, do what they want to do quick as possible. If you integrate what you love to do into making money, you're in no hurry to sit down. I just had this conversation last night. I've kind of dialed it back for about 2 weeks, and I'm about to lose my mind. I was supposed to take 2 weeks off and it was just after a week, I was getting antsy. And then I started to degrade into a bum. I had this conversation with a friend yesterday. I was just like, I'm turning into a bum. This is bad. Well, those in the military, and I didn't understand this, but they had a limit to how much vacation you could take because you would lose your military bearing. I didn't understand what that was. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, I'm Billy the Bum. Damn. And I just cut it all short and I'm going back in hustle mode. Christmas Day, that's only Christmas Day. I'm taking, I'll take that off. We got events planned. But other than that, we're back on the grind because I love this shit. So there's no reason for me to run from it. I don't have to take a vacation to get away from this to recharge because this shit recharges me. And that's how if you predicate your life on building it in that way and having your money integrated with things that make you happy, you don't always need a vacation. You don't always have to take this break. You don't always have to go decompress and, get away and escape because you're doing shit you hate. Purpose Pit, how do I narrow down my followers to their serious leads? 99% of the people follow me online have not bought anything from me. Should I delete them altogether? I don't know. You got a lot of work to do there because what you should do is ask them what they want. That's what you should do. You should ask them what they want before you delete because you may have built a shitty list. I don't know. You're going to have to actually do some testing on that. Joe to see come talk to me. Dude, I'm gonna tell y'all one of my friends his recipe. I'm gonna give y'all that. He called it the sexual recipe. Let's see. What? I get asked from reputation in the community, MySpace. That can work. If you're a guy that's known as a dog or a womanizer, that's like marketing. Other people are marketing to you because the girl will be like, "What's so special about him? I should try it out, but I am." So yeah, that works too. Truly, I'm thinking about making money by gaming. It's sec. It's accelerated as a bartender and waiter. Sex. I love you, old school dating this content market. It is. That's what it was. That's what it was. I may have the blessings and roll over. That's funny. All right. Merry Christmas, James. Shalise and the haters. Jacqueline Smith, just having a natural ability to talk to people and be charismatic will help when being in sales. Isolation and having anxieties isn't helpful for anyone. Pretty much, don't become broke, Dick Danny. Dang, I should charge 5% of money. Purpose fit. How do you use controversy to increase sales? Lots of online assholes are making bank. I'll answer that in a minute. I'm going to give you the sexual recipe here. This is how it used to be back in the day. I had my boy, we'll call him P. P had this whole setup. First thing P did was he got his own apartment. And he would sit down. He said, y'all got to get your own place. You got to get rid of roommates, man. You get your own place. Woo! You just have panties all over the living room, right? He was fool. You know, it was like, get your own place. And then when he would approach a woman, he would go ahead and he would say, look, I want to have sex with you. And then they'd be like rolling their eyes and say, hey, look, understand, you want some and I want some, right? So what I'm going to do is Friday, I'm going to come pick you up and we're going to go do the beautiful restaurant. We're going to do this, and check the movie and all this other stuff. And the girl's like, I'm not going to sleep with you. It's like, I'll let you know what I want, right? But I'm cool. You know, I was raised properly. And next thing you know, they start laughing and shit. And you're just like, oh, here we go. Here we go. And then he would get him to the apartment, which was the Pussy Palace. He spent a grip on his furniture. His place was very tastefully decorated, because everyone thought, do you live with your parents? And it's like, no, this is my stuff, because it was so nice. You know, it's just for a young guy that didn't expect that. And then he had the big screen television, and then he would start serving the fruity drinks. That if she took that first fruity drink, it was a wrap, because we went to Korea to go, and he learned the power of soju. Soju is this sweet drink that is like super fucking powerful. It has properties that are very similar to tequila. And you know how some people drink tequila and then they just become different people? So they would be, oh, this is so good, P. Give me another. Man, you're really looking handsome, Pete. He was just, he had a template. He just did this over and over and over. It was ridiculous. But the whole point of that is he put in effort. He didn't just walk up stanky. He didn't walk up looking like, you know, leftover, tore down from the floor. He put in work. He put in a lot of work. All right, so to purpose pit, how to use controversy. Okay, what you view as controversy could be someone just having a very strong opinion. I say stuff, and like on this channel, you know, when I used to do these social issue videos that just brought a lot of the wrong fucking people to the channel. I had someone who stalked me because he didn't like my opinions. So it isn't so much controversy. People like someone who will say, fuck it, this is what's on my mind. This is how I feel. This is the way it is. So the controversy is that the people who don't like that become angry and start sending nasty grams and hate letters and stuff. So this is so much controversy is having a strong position and presenting yourself as a leader and an authority figure to people who want that type of thing. Ronnie, I know what you say. I know you say do what you got to do, but I'm sick of going to addicts, especially in Florida. If I forget sales, I won't have to. Hey, this is what you can do, Ronnie. You can go to the owner of your company and say, look, I want to develop a sales program for the company, and this is the deal I want to make with you. You know, my current salary is what it is. But if I can make an extra $1 million, would you pay me $250? See, you got to look at what you want as building the business, not just getting paid. Because when you go to the owner of the company and say, look, I'm only looking to make you an extra $1 million, his ears are like this. He's like, whoa, no one's ever coming to me like this. Y'all might become friends and shit. I mean, it's funny. It's called soju. I don't know how to spell it. Pete had his shit together. Oh, good fruity drink. See, look at this. I mean, that was it. He would drink, he would like not make his drink as strong. And they just went, Pete had game. Oh man. Irvin, should I start my own YouTube blog with my iPhone? That's on you. Do what you want. That's what I said. Do what you want. But you know, the thing is, the real science is before you create your online business, before you create your blog, before you create your YouTube channel, before you go get your first product to sell, before you open up that Shopify store, your first thing should say, what can I do to serve people that's going to make me happy? I know, you know, we're supposed to be talking about money, but typically it takes a lot of time, effort, and energy for you to get a business off the ground. And if you're doing some shit you hate, it's not going to last too long. So that should be the first thing. Then the second thing should be, how much money do you want to make? You should write down your number. You want to make $1 million a year? Write it down. You want to make 10 mil a year? Write it down. You should also put your objectives in order. Free time. Free time is the biggest thing. Doing what I want to do, that's my currency. It's just like, I get to do what I want to do. I'm happy. Also, once you achieve your goals, be happy and grateful. Many people are just fucking inconsiderate, ungrateful, take shit for granted, and then when it's gone, they are devastated. Like, I'm very happy to be in my basement running with this business. I get to come on in the mornings and chat with y'all, and I make money. What's there not to like? That story reminds me of the bartending days with my own spot. See, dudes, you know, I mean, dating isn't really required anymore. Dating used to be a mandatory thing you had to do. Yeah, you don't do that anymore. But it's funny you say top seller. We have sales $1 million and they get 10% of it. So, you know, that's the whole thing. You got to put that stuff in there, because the real science is understanding how the internet works. The internet does not make you money. The internet gives you the chance to make money. So looking at that, it becomes a different equation. Jacqueline Smith, people love realism no matter what the subject is. Sometimes people are also drawn to people who just aren't afraid to step up. You have a lot of that too, because I put up this video. It's called The Degree Myth, like 2011. I caught hell. But the thing is, you got to start going deeper in your online businesses, because like, I'll give you the methodology that I used to not go back to college. I dropped out my junior year. So I got laid off my third time. I was in the boarding house, and I was contemplating the next major moves in my life. And, you know, I had sketched out and I had stuff posted up on the walls. Finish undergrad, get an MBA in finance. That was one plan. I was looking at 6 to 8 years. Okay. I was like broke Dick Danny. I wasn't even broke Dick Danny. I was broker than broke Dick Danny. And then I looked at starting the business, but I didn't have any money. So I was like, okay, I'm still thinking about going back to school, but in any event, I needed to make way more money. So I created these resumes for jobs that I knew I could do, but I had no training. And I created my own reference, Mr. Patel. So in 6 weeks, I get another job and I go up, and then I get exposed to more things. Because I had planned out this stuff and looked at it, and I mean, seriously, I had like, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? It forced me to really, really think about what I wanted, and it forced me to act. But also, this was some other stuff came into play because, you know, I had read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. So I'm sitting here and I've impressed my desires and writing on the wall, and I took action. And within 2 years, I had my own business, and I've not had a job since that point. So with this online stuff, you got to look larger than what's the best fucking product to sell. You got to look much larger than what platform to be on, because this is my 8th going into my 9th year of making money using this YouTube channel as a primary lead generator. I don't care if you like me or not. That's fucking strong. 9 years. I've not had to get a job. I've not had to go back to storage auctions. I've been able to do this for 9 years because I had a plan. So think larger than your mere desires. I feel the same way. I want more freedom than I want money, but I need both in my job. It's corporate, too many rules and politics. Pooling my money with my friends to start 2 businesses next year. Hey, people are waking up. Johnny's story, hey, going done well. Offer up 5 Mile Craigslist for a couple of years, but hit a wall when I try to sell higher items. I don't know, Johnny. I mean, okay, here's the thing. And this is a perfect question for what we're doing with the science of online business models. Typically, when you are struggling, the market has shifted, or someone else is selling your product, or you got greedy, or you stopped doing what you needed to do, Johnny Storage, that made you successful. Case in point, what I'm doing right now. This is how I started in 2009. A lot of content, getting to know people. And also, if you notice, every day I sell. I put out an offer virtually every day. I think there was 2 days I didn't do one. I actually forgot. The more times you make an offer, the more sales you would make. That's simple math. That's never going to change. Even if you are horrible as a salesperson, more offers equal more sales equal more money. So I went back to a very simple business model. I've not done the retargeting, the instant articles and all this other stuff, because all of these devices are designed to take cold traffic and warm it up to the point where they will drop some cash into your palm. Whereas if you go ahead and take cold traffic and build a relationship, you will not make as much money fast most times as you will with these other devices. But when these other people are out of the game because the market has shifted, the product doesn't work, there's too many sellers in the market, they have no real business skills, they're out. They can't hang. And that's the danger. There's going to be, mark my words, in 2 years, there's going to be a lot of Amazon FBA sellers who are going to have to get jobs. And I'm talking about people who have done 2 and 3 million year gross sales because they blew all their fucking money. They didn't buy any investment property. They didn't invest in any other businesses. They were high income earners, and they were not business owners or wealth builders. Watch for it. It's coming. Merry Christmas, David. God bless America. Truly 485. How long does it take to legitimize a high price point business if you have no reputation? Purpose Pit. All right, let me tell you something. I'll speak to you like my uncle. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I went to this company named Siegel. It's an insurance reinsurer. It's an insurance reinsurer. I walked in, met the lady who was on the project. We ain't really have much of a reputation. I walked out with a $150,000 deal. Fuck your reputation. If you have the balls to ask for $100,000 from someone you just met, and you are willing to go person to person to person, if you did that, someone will give you the money. So forget reputation. Walk in the room as if you own it. Once again, here's another parallel with dating. Average dude talks to 3 to 5 women per year. Okay. Let's take a guy who's beyond average. You ever got this guy who's always hitting on women and you just like, he's such a dog. He's such a pain in the ass. And most of the women just say no. Well, if this guy approaches 30 women in a month, he's probably having sex with 20%. So that's 6. That's 1 or 2 a week. Every month out of the year. So does he have a reputation? He's just showing up and knocking, showing up and knocking. I've put out offers where I've had people who have found this channel and have paid me a lot of money within a week. So you just got to put out content. You know, like I said, building a reputation and building authority can take time, but also it depends on what you're selling. It really depends on what you're selling. Truly, I would imagine we've conquered time travel thousands of years early in the picture. I don't know what you mean. Johnny Short, yes, there's a shift. I'm not getting what I used to for items, but I've also been lazy and sat on my ass when I reached my sales goals. I used to have a sales trainer, a sales mentor, and he just talked to me like that. Because typically, if you're making money and then all of a sudden you stop, market change, you change, something changed. And once you find out what has changed and correct that problem, boom, it goes on. All right, let's look at the time. I don't know if I'm going to do a little stream tonight because there definitely will not be one Monday. Maybe. I don't know. I'm probably not. Well, let's see. What's Monday? No, there won't be one Monday. Start this up Tuesday. So for those of you who want the 50% off of any course at hustlerskungfulifeskills.com, go to the site. Find your course, deduct 50% of the price, make a payment at the link below, PayPal Hustlers Kung Fu, then email us at hustlerskungfu@gmail.com with courses that you paid for. And what I'm going to do, let me see, I was going to do this. I should have did this earlier, but hey, it'll just be for these few people who are on. What I'm going to do is, let's see. Hold on a second. Let me make a special offer to people who are on the stream because I'm going to put it in the comments. And if you, once that is over, you can't see that link anymore. Let's see. All right. That's not going to work because I need to go. Hold on. Let me get in here. So it's Kung Fu Life Skills. Because the 27 course deal, because I know someone's going to get that. For someone who's here in the live stream, I'm going to, it's currently $3,000. Because yeah, let's see, whoever gets it, who gets it. I'm going to put that at 60, close to 70% off. Where's the price? And I'm gonna make that $1,000. You can only get this during the stream. There's 27 business courses to make you successful. And let's preview it, give you that link. So anyone's got a question, let me see what's in here. Come out of there, come out of there. Marco Shepard, glad to finally catch one of your live streams. I own a truck, but I want to get out in 2 years. Want to start an online e-commerce business that can produce at least 6 G's a month net. Any suggestions? 30 days to 2,500. And you can get that for the low. 27 business courses. So 30 days to 2,500 will help you and some other things. And what I will do, because I'm starting a new e-commerce course in 2017, it's going to be very, very different. Very, very different. So everybody, let's see, what I've been doing for people who bought the Never Broke Action Pack, I gave them $450. So anyone who buys the Hustler Kung Fu 27 course business bundle, I'm going to give you a G. Yeah, I'm going to give you a G off of the new e-commerce course. Yes, you will get a G off of that course if you want it. Let's see what we got in here. So for those of you, because like I said, once the stream is over, that's gone. Truly 45 selling garbage can be very lucrative. Yes, it can. Happy holidays, Patches. Jacqueline Smith, is a podcast profitable? And if so, what is the best website to join? The podcast itself isn't profitable. The money is in the audience. Think like that. Forget podcast, forget website. You have no audience, you have no money. Think about what you can do to develop the audience. Because here's this proof. I could go ahead and start a podcast and to aim all of my YouTube traffic, because there's an audience, to that podcast and start ranking much higher because I already have an audience. Think of your audience. Forget all that stuff about platforms. Think of what kind of audience can you create. Kieran Hair and Skills. How do you make money if you always discount or run sales? You ever been to Macy's hair care? Karen A. I don't know how to say your name. Have you been to Macy's? Have you been to Michael's? Have you been to Walmart? I'm gonna hold on until you answer that. I want to see if you've been to those places. Find old school furniture, restore it, and sell it in Craigslist. Yep. Shalice, everyone have a Merry Christmas. Kieran Hair and Skin customers always expect to sell and will wait for it. Actually, that's not true. Here's the thing, and the thing you're missing is you can only get these things during the live stream. The live stream is only, let's see, what is this one? It's probably an hour and a half. Okay, so people buy now, okay? And these are courses. These are e-commerce courses. I don't have to ship. I don't have to do any of that stuff. It's pretty much like I sell stuff every day. So I don't know. This Kieran A. Yes, okay. Michael's and Macy's have a sale every day. I get coupons from them every day. They're billion-dollar companies. So yeah. And this is Christmas. I'm feeling charitable because next year there's going to be a lot of new courses. That's one of the reasons I was taking a break, because I already know. I have a client, and we're going to build out the e-commerce business, because it's going to be very different. It's not going to be like any other e-commerce courses out there, because we're going to build it from the ground up, and it's going to be a lot of cool stuff. And part of the thing is, it's not going to be predicated on Amazon FBA. Not at all. I have a friend who runs a company, and he helps people do similar things. He got with this one company, and no eBay or Amazon, brand new website. They did 8 million this year from start to end of the year, with a total investment of $600,000. See, I even put that in there. So $600,000 invested, and they've made 8 million this year. very much because we've talked and everything. And what I'm going to do is going to be very different because, you know, he doesn't know about some stuff that I'm going to do. I don't recommend any wholesalers. Once again, my recommendation to you is find an audience first. Many people, and this is something I learned from, and put this link in there one more time before I bounce. What I've learned is from storage businesses, you can get products all day long. There is no shortage of inventory. There is none. You never have to worry about getting inventory, but you always have to worry about getting customers. So put your focus on getting customers, making sales, building an audience. Then look at that stuff. Because right now you're not trying to fuck with no pussy. Seriously, get a product. I don't know who my customer is. I don't know where my audience hangs out. I don't know how much they'll pay, but I got products. Stop that. Just stop it. Stop it. You're going to be broke. You're going to lose all your money. Find the customers, the audience first. Then talk to that audience. You will make so much more money. So much more money. All right. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. And hopefully Santa brought your ass what you want. So with that, be sure to share this video with someone you like and care about. 2, like and subscribe. And 3, take advantage of the 50% offer or the 27 offer, which you can only is in the comments of the live stream. So if you come after this, you can't get it. You just can't. You had to be here. You had to be at the live event. That's what you had to do. So those deals, and I'm going to leave the 50% off Christmas sale for the rest of the day. So with that, I'm out.